Hello, hi, I'm back, I guess. I didn't plan to be gone for so long. Life happened and I had to do a lot of stuff and get some things done, and I didn't really have time to do a video, I guess, even though I really wanted to. But here I am now, and I want to show you the sketchbook that I finished during the time that I was gone. This sketchbook is a little bit chunky again. I really like the look when you can see how much art you put in it. I love it. This is a Talent's art creation sketchbook. I really like their sketchbooks. I already filled multiple of them and I really like it, to be honest. So let's get into it. The first page is empty. I had a plan for this and I wanted to film a video filling the first page, but I never did. So it's empty and I will just keep it empty now. This is the first page, the real first page. I really got into drawing horses for some reason. I like their shapes, I like drawing the mane and the fur. It's really fun. And I like this color palette. It's one of my favorite color combinations. Then here I drew some vampires. I think I was watching What We Do in the Shadows, re-watching it because I already watched it once and I love this show, so I re-watched it and then I wanted to draw some vampires. This is also I guess this is the same character. I don't know. I just thought of a mossy green nature vampire. Oh yeah, I was rewatching What We Do in the Shadows here. This is some fan art. It's okay. I don't know what this is. I guess these are the lyrics to some, I think it's a tattoo song? I don't remember. And a self-portrait. It's just very nonsensical. I think at this point I was kind of in an art block phase and I didn't really know what to draw and nothing quite felt right, so I was just playing around with some stuff, not taking myself too seriously. So this is another self-portrait and this is my boyfriend wearing my sister's jacket. He looked so fabulous and fancy, and this is a picture I took of him and I drew this picture and it's so funny, I love it. On this page I really didn't know. I drew tomatoes and then I thought of drawing more vegetables. And for some reason I put some Hello Kitty stickers on there. I don't know why. Just because, I guess. I really like this spread. Some N fan art. And this is a value study that I did. And it turned out... I don't know. I don't know if I like it. From far away, I think it looks very good. But when you look closely, just don't look closely. It doesn't look good. But I think it's okay. And it was fun. And I like the looks of it. So that's all that matters in the end, I guess. Pokemon art. At the start of this sketchbook, at the beginning of the year, I was really into my Pokemon hyperfixation. And it lasted for so long. It was incredible. And so I just did a lot of Pokemon art in here. And this is sort of a Pokemon persona. I really like the design and I wish I had this outfit, but I started sewing recently, so maybe I will do a cosplay of my own Pokemon persona, maybe. I don't know if that's cringe, but I don't care, to be honest. And yeah, some more Pokemon scribbly stuff. Oh yeah, this is a Draw This in Your Style by Abby Strawberry on Instagram. I'm very inactive on Instagram right now. I'd like to post more, but I keep getting addicted to doom scrolling and it's not very good for my brain. And also, Instagram is just so frustrating lately. And it has been for a long time. So I keep coming back because I like posting my art and I like looking at other people's art, but then I leave because I get frustrated because of the algorithm and because how you know, annoying everything else is on Instagram as well. I haven't been using it for a long time, and I don't really plan on using it again soon. I will probably come back someday and post something and then be gone again, because at that point, it's just what I do. I appear, I post, I vanish, rinse and repeat. But this was from a time where I was a little bit more active on Instagram. Yeah, it was really fun. More Pokemon art, more Pokemon persona. I really like how this turned out. The colors, of course, I love green, and it looks so scribbly and sketchy. It's very fun to look at, and it also was very fun to draw. More Pokemon art. I just wanted to do a cute pastel color palette, so I drew these purple pinkish Pokemon. This was around Christmas, and at that point I noticed that I've never really done Christmas art because I don't really like Christmas, but this piece is so much fun. I did it with acrylic markers, and I just glued this in there because we had some tea and the colors just it fit, so I glued it in there. Yeah, this is kind of a failed page. I had an idea for this, but I don't know why, but I just don't like it. It's unfinished. It looks off, but you know, that's just what it is. Not every page can be perfect and fun. Sometimes it's just meh, and that's okay. Oh, that was a fun day. One of my cousins is really into a children's book. Oh, I guess it's also a movie, but she's more into the books, and there are these cute animal characters, and I drew them, and she also drew some characters from this book. I think this is a penguin, and this is some kind of bird. I don't know what kind of bird, but it's a bird, and then here's a very fluffy unicorn. More Pokemon! This time blue Pokemon, blue and yellow. I like drawing Pokemon. Every time I draw Pokemon, I'm so happy. And every time I look at my drawings of Pokemon, I always think I have to draw more Pokemon, even though I'm already drawing a lot of Pokemon. I love Pokemon. This is I think these were some suggestions from my Instagram. Yeah, right. And then I just glued in this instruction for a brick dinosaur thingy that I built a long time ago. And I did these drawings with a fountain pen, I guess. And I have to censor this because it's a receipt and there's an address on it. I think this was also a suggestion, and then I just built around it. I didn't play Splatoon for such a long time. I was really into it, and at some point I played it for multiple hours a day, and now I just stopped. I don't know why, but everything in my life comes in phases, so sometimes I'm really into Pokemon, and then I won't stop playing Pokemon for weeks on end, and then all of a sudden it's gone, and then I will play Splatoon or Minecraft or Animal Crossing. It's always changing, and that's kind of cool actually, because it never gets boring. More Pokemon. I really love the design of this Pokemon in particular, and I wanted to give it some fancy accessories. This is probably my favorite spread in this sketchbook because of the colors and because of how the Pokemon look, and it's just such a cute page. I love it so much. Some more Pokemon. You can see at this point my Pokemon fixation was really strong. I love drawing Goodra. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. This is a redraw of the cover of a book I was reading by one of my favorite authors. Yeah, that's the title. And it's something very different. Usually I don't really draw like that, so... But I think it turned out so good. It looks almost exactly like the cover. Here I was just doodling some stuff. And then here's some more doodling. I found this thing called neurographic art. This isn't really neurographic art, it works a little bit different. I just drew some lines, and then wherever the lines touched, I put some more paint down. I don't know how to describe it. I guess you can see here. You know, they touched there, and then I just added some more around to round off the edges. Another page that I don't really like. The idea in my head was kind of cool, but then, I don't know, I just don't like how the horse looks. But I don't think it's bad, it's just not my favorite, I guess. More neurographic art, and then my Pokemon Flip. I called him Flip. I don't know the English name of the Pokemon, but I like how I colored it. I used colored pencils, and I think the shadows look really cool. Yeah. These are just some more doodles. I think this was inspired by something I found on Pinterest, but I can't really remember. This was around February, so... and my memory isn't great, so... This is an unfinished page. I wished I finished it. Maybe I will sometime soon. I wanted to draw the very hungry caterpillar and then the butterfly version of it. The text says, I will do what I love, and then I wanted to write down here and transform into something beautiful. It's a little bit cheesy, I know. More Pokemon. This is done with acrylic markers, and I drew this one with my beloved fountain pen. I love this one so much. Okay, I have to show it off for a moment. Okay, I've been into fountain pens for some reason, and I researched a lot of fountain pens, and then I found this one. It's the Twisby Echo, and it's so cool because you can just put the ink directly into the fountain pen, and you turn this, and then the ink will be sucked in there. And it's so cool because you can put so many cool inks in there, and there are so many different inks. I love it. I don't know if you can really see, but this ink, it's gray purplish, but at some spots it will turn green. It's so cool. I love it so much, and I love this fountain pen so much. I love to write with it. I love to draw with it. It's amazing, and I want more, but I'm broke, so just this one for me for now. This was sometime around when the Tomodachi Life trailer dropped, sometime later. I love Tomodachi Life, and at this point it's out, and I've been playing it a lot. And so I drew Hugh Morris because he's such a cool guy. Yeah, I decided to draw him because I liked his design, and then I just did some silly doodles in a matching color palette. Ooh, I like this also a lot. I like this a lot. I haven't really been drawing architecture a lot, but I really want to because there are some buildings that look so cool, and every time I walk past a cool building, I want to draw it, but I never do because I don't draw architecture a lot, and I don't know how. And every time I try, I feel like I'm failing. But this one turned out very cool, and then I just did some value studies, but with landscapes. On this page, I kind of gave up. This is a little bit inspired by Shuna's Journey by Hayao Miyazaki. And then I drew my Pokemon, and I called him Gooby because he's a Gooby. This is some, I don't know, I just played around with acrylic ink. And it's a little bit glittery. That's cool. Some doodles. At this point I was not drawing a lot, and I feel like when I drew this, I haven't been drawing for almost 2 weeks, and it shows. I wanted to do a self-portrait, but this looks nothing like me. I think it looks creepy, and I don't like looking at it. But the rest, the color palette and everything, looks cool, I think. Ooh, Soul Eater fan art. Soul Eater is my favorite anime of all time, but I don't really draw a lot from it, and I haven't watched it for a long time because I don't know where to watch it. And some pretty flowers. More Pokemon! Pretty pink girly pop Pokemon. I like this page. It's so pastel and cutesy. Then, yeah, a doodle page and an idea that I had after doing this doodle page because it reminded me of the sun, and then I wanted to draw a sun person thingy, whatever. I think it turned out really cool, so... Oh yeah, an empty page. I just had major art blocks during this time, and this was around the time where I started to move places, and that was so stressful. I never want to move again, to be honest. These drawings, I think, happened over the course of 4 weeks, I think. So I really wasn't drawing at all, which is very not typical for me because I need drawing like I need air to live. But I'm back. And these are some fish because me and my boyfriend, we were thinking of maybe getting an aquarium in our new place. And my grandma used to have fish. So I looked at some fish and just drew them because actually fish are very fun to draw. And here you can see how I was really not feeling drawing. This cat looks so weird. I like how this looks, but I look at this page and I feel what I felt while drawing this, and it's very uncomfortable, to be honest. And this was the first real drawing I did after moving places and finally feeling better. I like this drawing a lot because it reminds me of the first time I really felt like drawing again and actually liking what I draw. Yeah, this, I don't know, it looks like it has a meaning. It doesn't. I just drew and let my hand do whatever. At this point I was getting back some inspiration, so I drew my OC Nelo. He's such an old OC of mine at this point, so I decided to draw him older because, yeah, I'm older too, so why not age up my characters as well? Yeah, I just changed his hair, to be honest, and I gave him some piercings. The rest is... Oh, and also a little beard. The rest just stayed the same, but I think it works very well. Another doodle page and some drawing ideas that I never used, to be honest. Maybe someday I will reopen the sketchbook years later and then I will see this and I will be like, oh yeah, I will draw this now. So maybe these are ideas for later, but I haven't used them yet. Dinosaurs! Dinosaurs are so cool. I love dinosaurs. And I drew this with a fountain pen again. I like how the color changes through the drawing a little bit, from a blue-green to a more yellowish green. Okay, this is a diary entry, so yeah, no need to read that. Here we have a Spinosaurus, and this looks so cool. I love the colors that I used, I love the patterns, and just in general how it looks. It's so cool. And here I had a plan for something that I never finished. I wanted to draw some more stuff around here, but I never did. But actually I think it works on its own, and it's okay that I didn't finish it. Some more Pokemon art. I had this idea of an Leepheon just laying around like a cat, and then some sort of universe color thingy in the background. It's cute. Another doodle page. I did this because I painted some cardboard green, and I had the idea of just putting my sketchbook onto the cardboard, and then it created this very funny plant cell looking like pattern. More Pokemon. These is some artwork that I redrew from some Pokemon cards that I own, that I think look pretty cute. Actually, I'm kind of sad because the watercolors that I used, they turned out looking very grey and muddy, but it's okay, it still looks good. Another doodle page. Nothing too special. Then more doodles and a character I created. I thought of a fire gym leader girl and I just had the idea of the hair like this, and I think there's some sort of character that has hair like this. I just don't know which one, and it reminds me of some anime character and I can't remember which one, and it's kind of driving me crazy. But yeah, maybe I will turn her into an OC. I probably won't, but I like the drawing. I think it looks cool. More Pokemon art. I think this sketchbook is like 60% Pokemon art at this point. I wanted to draw a Ditto here, but I didn't, and I just kept it that way. This was fun. I wanted to fill a spread, but I just didn't know how, and I didn't have any ideas. And I have so many stickers. I have a serious sticker problem. I have a whole bin full of stickers. So I wanted to use some of them, and I just decided to put so many stickers in here that you can't see the page beneath, and it looks very cool. I like how it looks. And then some more Pokemon, shiny Pokemon. I just did these with some felt tip pens. More shiny Pokemon. I think these are shiny Pokemon that I actually have in my Scarlet and Violet save. Yeah, pretty cool. More Pokemon. I don't know what this Pokemon is called. I always forget its name, but I think it looks so cool. And in my save, I named it Noodle because look at it. It's a noodle. Okay. Then a drawing of a forest. It looks kind of weird, but I really like the idea, and someday I want to make a painting out of this one. And more drawing ideas that I again didn't use, but maybe I will use them in the future. This is a doodle page that I really like. I did a painting on a very small canvas, and this is just some leftover paint. It's this one. I really like this. It reminds me of spring, the colors and everything, and it's so small and cute and playful. I love it. These are some Minecraft build ideas. I am very bad at coming up with ideas for buildings, so I tried to sketch some ideas and I ended up not using anything of this. Well, and this is a drawing of my cousin and my boyfriend, but I don't know, it looks weird, this one. But this one, I think I nailed it. This drawing looks so good. And a drawing of Leepheon. I finally watched the second season and I love the anime so much. I think it's in my top 5 anime for sure. These are screen caps from Card Capture Sakura and from Pokemon, and I wanted to play around with my style a little bit, but it didn't really work, and I think they just look off, but it's okay. And then more of my OC, Nelo. He's the only OC that I keep drawing over and over. Just thought about, he's older now, maybe he tried some different hair colors other than purple. So I gave him some different hair colors. An empty page. Well, okay. A blue horse. Yeah, there's nothing much to say about this drawing. I just wanted to draw something blue and I wanted to draw a horse, so I drew a blue horse, I guess. This is my favorite me character I have on my island. It's, they're called Tomato, or tomato in English, I guess. And I gave them such a silly voice. And I love them so much. It's from Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream. As I said, I'm playing this game a lot. This is just a character I created by using the preset stamps that you can use in the makeup section thingy. I accidentally created my favorite me character ever, so I wanted to draw them. I drew this while sitting at the beach. I wanted to do some plein air drawing, but I'm really not that good at it yet. I want to do it more. But it was so much fun because it was so nice out and there were no people around. It was just me. This page is very cursed. At this point, I had not many pages left and I've been working on the sketchbook for so long. And at the end of a sketchbook, I just want to quit. I just want to use a new one, especially when I've been drawing for a long time in one. I think I just rushed it at this point and I wanted to fill the page with something, but I just didn't have any ideas. So, it looks weird. But I like this page. I remembered that I wanted to draw people again because I haven't been drawing a lot of people for some reason, and so I did, I guess. This is one of my favorite Pokemon as well. I wanted to draw a trainer that kind of matches the design, and I think it turned out very cool. I like this character a lot. The next few pages are the most recent ones, of course, but I finished them all yesterday and the day before yesterday because I've been on a hiking weekend trip with a friend of mine. We've been to a very mountainy area with a lot of forests and it was so nice. I want to go back there. The mountains were so pretty. I'm not used to mountains. I live near the ocean, so it's all pretty flat here. And when we saw the mountains, it was so pretty. I was so amazed. I was so in awe. And I took a lot of pictures, so I decided to draw some of the things that I saw. And then I wanted to do a little fantasy drawing of some elements that I combined, and this is my little dwarf OC Björn. He's so cute. Just wanted to draw him sitting by this little river in the forest. I want to get into drawing backgrounds more, but I just don't know how to do it. I don't know where to start exactly, and that's kind of holding me back. I know it's a me problem, and I'm trying to tackle it. And this vacation definitely gave me a lot of inspiration to do backgrounds. A little bit more. This was actually an idea that I had long ago of a little witch character brewing some kind of potion in a tree stump. And it's so cute. I love this little character and I love the background I did. It's very simplistic, but it works, I think. I really want to write a little story about this little character because he's so cute. He's just, I look at him and everything's alright in the world, He just makes me really happy and I want to draw this silly little guy a little bit more. Yeah, these are just some doodles. Again, I wanted to quickly finish the last few pages because I've been drawing in the sketchbook for so long and I'm just anticipating starting a new sketchbook, starting new, everything is new for me right now, so I might as well have a new sketchbook. And then this is the last real page. I just did some doodles because I was lazy. Yeah, I could have done some nice drawing, but I didn't. And that's also okay, I guess. Yeah, the next pages are just notes and swatches and everything. This is a sticker that I found while walking through a city, and it's a real person, so I will censor that. So random, so I just took the sticker and put it in my sketchbook. More swatches and fruit stickers. Even more swatches and some stamping stuff that I did and everything. And that's the end of my sketchbook. I'm really glad to have finished this and start a new sketchbook with a fresh mindset and fresh ideas and everything. I also hope that you had some fun watching my drawings and hearing me explain a little bit about my stuff. I'm very grateful for all the people who watched this far. I'm really looking forward to making my next video, and I hope that you will too. If you like this video, maybe also leave a like. I wish you all the best, and until then, bye bye!